Today I'm going to do the perfect palette tag, and I don't think I was actually tagged to do this by anyone, but a lot of you in the comment sections of other videos and on Twitter and even Instagram have asked me to do this, so I'm gonna go with that you guys tagged me to do this, and in turn I'm going to tag all of you to do this as well because it is a super fun tag. It's basically showcasing all of your favorite palettes and why you love them and maybe a couple that you don't love. So let's dig into this big bin of beauty palettes. I have a lot here. I have a lot of palettes. It's kind of a thing. I love palettes. The first question in this tag is the best packaging in a palette, and I have to give it to the Marc Jacobs palette. Now, this is the Lolita palette, that's the shade, but all of the eye palettes come in this really beautiful, sleek packaging that I think just looks beautiful on the go. It's not overly some of my other palettes in here are quite big in size. Like, let's compare the two. You still get a ton of colors in here. This is larger, you get more, but just, do you see what I mean? Like, this is just cute and sleek and beautiful, and it's Marc Jacobs, and it feels very luxe and gorgeous. It actually comes with this beautiful pouch that you can put it in for travel that, of course, when I moved, I lost. I'm kind of sad about that, but it is through and through a beautiful packaged palette, and the colors in here in the Lolita palette, look at just how beautiful, neutral, and amazing these suckers are. Okay, it's also one of the most pricey that I have in this bin. Best color payoff. That goes to the Lorac Pro palette. This is a gorgeous palette through and through. You get so many shades in here. It's very versatile. You can work these in so many different ways, and they are creamy and pigmented to perfection. It's like Goldilocks. It's like not enough, too much. This one is just right. Most versatile palette. Now this is kind of a build your own palette, and I actually have two things to show you here for this question. This guy right here from Jouer. Now you purchase these items individually. However, do we see how these are all linked together? You can create your own palette. You could even pick just like two of them on the go, throw it in the purse. I even have a concealer on here that I like to use as an eye base, and then of course on the go for touch-ups. It's fantastic. So I love how versatile these are. Do they remind us a lot of the Revlon shadow links that I absolutely did not like? The idea of linking things together, I love. The shadow links, the pigment, and the product itself was horrible. This one, oh my gosh, these are just such creamy, gorgeous, beautiful shadows. And P.S., if we all oohed and awed over Kate Beckinsale's makeup on the Grammys, not the Grammys, what am I thinking? Not the Oscars either. I am losing my mind today. At the Golden Globes, that is what it is. Kate Beckinsale at the Golden Globes. She looked so stunning. I love her so much. She's one of my beauty idols. I just think she's so breathtaking, and she wore all Jouer beauty products. So I don't know, random little fact for you guys. But this is a very versatile product, and it's kind of a build your own palette. And then also I had to include a little makeup geek because this has been a new absolute love. Also, Z palettes are fantastic. And on the Makeup Geek site, you actually can order the palettes with your Z palette. So you don't have to buy this sucker separately. You can actually, purchase a palette where it's all included. But the nice thing is you can move these around. Like if I wanted to swap in a different shade, I could just take it out. It's magnetic, pop another one in. I love these. I have this large one right here, and I have it set up in different kind of colors that I like to use together. We got some purples, some greens, a little more cranberry shades right here. These are all Makeup Geek shadows. And then what I like to do is kind of, alternate and take the ones that I'm using and swap it in this little guy right here. So that's very versatile and very, very travel friendly. Was this the one I was gonna say for travel? Yes. You know what? These both are a tie. For most travelable and most versatile, go to both Jouer and Makeup Geek palettes. All right, moving on. Biggest regret. I hate to say it, but I regret buying this because I never ever used this. This was a limited edition palette from Urban Decay. What was this palette called? I don't even know. It was one of their anniversary palettes. The colors in here are gorgeous. They are beautiful. There is nothing wrong with the shadow in this palette. However, I just never ever use it. And it's just, I find it really, something about this packaging annoys me to get into. Like, I feel like I want to keep it in this pretty thing, but then I have to like tip it upside down and then do a little of this. And then I still need other colors to work with because these are all so shimmery. There's really not much to transition or use in the crease, and I regret it. I would like my money back. Best names. Now, this entire question could go to like the entire makeup line of this next palette because the names on all of their products are hysterical and I get a kick out of it. I think it's really fun. But the best names for shadows in a palette has got to go to the Meet Matte Nude palette. It's a little perverted. It's a little, can I say that about a palette? I mean, it's supposed to be really funny, and it is. I think it's hysterical, but Meet Matte Nude, these are all matte shadows that are in a nude neutral tone, so it's kind of play on, you know. Anyway, the names in here, they're funny. But this is a gorgeous palette too. Like really, really well done. Very beautiful, buttery, pigmented, blendable shadows. I use this palette a lot. I even use it for contouring on the face. I just think it is a great palette. And the names and the name of the palette are hysterical. Another one where I want my money back, but I love this makeup line. I love their makeup. I love their makeup. The packaging, I guess this is kind of a kit. It's not really so much of a palette, but I didn't have anything else that I truly like regretted purchasing. And this guy is just such a monster. I just never really get in here. I kind of feel like I want to depot these and put them in a Z palette just so it's a little more compact and I will be more likely to reach for it. But I just never used this, and it was not cheap. And yeah, this was like a holiday gift set from last year and I've used it maybe twice. Really fail purchase for me. You guys are all gonna know what the answer to the next question is before I even show it because I have not been able to shut up about this palette. Okay, your desert island, like must have, most used, most loved, we all know. Going to the Vintage Escapes palette from Cargo. I'm still hooked on this. I'm really sorry that it is sold out at so many places. I did see it at Walgreens, like they had one left on the shelf the other day when I was there at the Look Boutique. So if you have a Walgreens or a Dwayne Reed with a Look Boutique, they might still have it. Oh, I just love this palette. It is just perfection. The colors build, they blend, they're neutral, there's some cool tones, there's some shimmers, there's some mattes. It's just, and long wearing too. I just love this. I will link below the several videos where I have talked about this and used it in tutorials. Actually, I'll do that with all of these palettes here that I have, given a big thumbs up to. So I think that's it. That is the last question. This is the funnest tag ever. I love it. I feel like we need another like, you're perfect face makeup foundation tag. I don't know, that would probably be really boring. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you are having a great day. I hope you do this tag. If you do, you can tweet it to me or Instagram me and let me know that you did it because there are no longer video responses. Otherwise, you could just do that. Whatever. I don't even know. Have an awesome day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.